I love animation. Animation is just the coolest thing ever. Now you can debate me on this, but in my most humble opinion, I believe that the most creative form of art lies within the realm of animation. But Caleb, what about music or painting or virtual reality or dancing?
Stop it. Get some help.
I was fortunate enough to be a kid during Disney's golden age of 3D animated films. Toy Story, Toy Story 2, Monsters Inc., Finding Nemo, The Incredibles, Cars, Ratatouille, WALL-E, Up, and Toy Story 3. I got to see all these great films way before I became a teenager. I then went through that phase when you are around 11 years old and you pack up all your toys and stop watching Fairly Odd Parents on Nicktoons in favor of watching George Lopez on Nick at Night. I did this because I thought that's what grown-ups did. I thought that part of growing up meant letting go of the imagination that made your childhood magical. About a year later, I saw a video on YouTube that would change my life forever. Okay, that sounds dramatic. It didn't change my life forever, but it was a pretty big deal. Lego stop-motion animation, aka the brick film.
Oh, dude, this night shift sucks. Like, sometimes I honestly just want to die.
I cannot tell you how mind-boggling awesome it was to see a brick film for the first time. It relit the magic fire of imagination that was momentarily lacking in my 12-year-old mind. Seeing Legos move by themselves was amazing. I had to try it out for myself. I soon came face to face with the reality that making quality animations is really, really hard. There are rules on how to make a good animation, and I broke every single one. And not in the cool Pulp Fiction way, I broke them in the more like terrible M. Night Shyamalan Last Airbender way. No! This is my first movie ever. I know, it's terrible, but I persisted and I eventually managed to make the movies that my 12-year-old self dreamed of. Animation taught me how things move, easing in and easing out, layering, green screening, sound design, masking, editing, voice acting, and totally weird things like combining live action and animation in order to fight the Avengers. Through stop motion animation, I learned the basics of filmmaking and built the foundation that is my love of making movies. I am still by no means an expert animator, and most likely I never will be, and that's okay. I don't desire to be the best animator anymore. I think now my only goal in filmmaking is to just be the most creative and fun that I can be. Nevertheless, these animations on YouTube birthed the creativity that I carry with me to this day. With animation, literally anything can happen. General Grievous can go get a regular job. Batman and Spider-Man can be in the same movie. Darth Vader can fight Santa Claus. Tim and Fred, nobody knows who Tim and Fred are. I don't know who Tim and Fred are, you don't. But Tim and Fred could have 2 different Halloween specials. And that's why to me animation is so special. The only boundaries to this art form lie within the walls of your mind. There are no physical limitations. Anything that you can dream of is actually possible.